we see a storm swirl and turn above a castle nestled in a snowy mountain. Thunder rumbles ahead as lightning flickers, illuminating these clouds. The wind is howling as we go closer and closer towards this snowy castle. We travel inside, going through different corridors, past different creatures that shamble through the halls, life long since passed out of their bones, and we enter into a throne room. There we see an emaciated dwarven king, holding their head with their golden arms as they howl out screaming. 4 pillars stand around this dwarven king as they go up to each of them, and we watch as different symbols and words in different languages start appearing, and they just start screaming as they fall to their knees. They look up towards the camera, their eyes completely gone, rotted away, leaving these blackened eye sockets, their teeth rotted, as they hold their head rocking back and forth. All the different columns illuminating around them, we hear whispers and chatters, symbols and images floating around, swirling around this king. And suddenly, a rock falls into the water, and the image is gone. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Escaping Carcosa Online Edition. We are diving once more back into Pathfinder. We are going to see what is happening at this bathhouse. It's a co-ed bathhouse, good times are happening, but Lune had a bit of a reaction with the water. So, before we dive into this wonderful tale, let's go around the table, introduce ourselves. My name is Lucas, I will be your GM for the evening. My pronouns are he, him. Marquise.
Hi everybody, I'm Marquis, sometimes known online as Barty Time, he, him, and I am playing Akihiko, the traumatized catboy who is just trying to find love, who's also he, him, and a magus.
Aubrey.
Hello, I am Aubrey. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Mad Queen Cosplay. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing Nisla, who is your local gunstigator on the case to figure out what is going on in Carcosa Online, and she also uses she, her pronouns.
Cassie.
Hi everybody, I am Cassie, also known as Awesome Hylian across the internet. I am playing Morrigan, our resident monk, and both of us use she, her pronouns.
Shenye.
Hello, I'm Shenye, he, him. I'm playing Lune, the one who had an accident in the pool.
Last time on Escaping Carcosa, our heroes went to the post office for a completely normal post office experience. They got to send letters, it was totally normal, nothing weird happened, and everyone was happy. Hooray! Post offices are fun. Postmaster is definitely someone who's here to help you get word out to your loved ones. After this wonderful and not traumatizing at all event, our heroes had left there having a little bit of catharsis. They got to get some words off their chest, finally knowing that they're going to go out and reach their loved ones, had decided to take a moment at the hot springs. Collecting Morgan, they had ventured off, and arriving, they came across a beautiful mermaid, the top half of them being an octopus, and the lower half being a human. After signing in and going into this water, all of you were diving on in, and as Lune was disrobing, they had this large yellow symbol on their chest, and as they entered into the water, the illusion had appeared on the water surface. So we just heard the illusion had gone through, and you saw these images of this dwarven king, and suddenly this rock splashes into the water as Danda Noodles comes just ripping through and jumping and diving into the water near all of you.
What was that?
Oh, I didn't feel anything last night. What's happening? Oh, that too.
So, Lune, if I'm not mistaken, you're made of light, yes?
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I think I am.
Okay, so how does one made of light get a tattoo?
With the shadow?
And, what did you do with the shadow and where?
Oh wait, I'm not sure if this is if this was with the night with the priest or that one alleyway scene.
I'm relatively sure the priest didn't do it.
Most likely. Ah. Tattoo. And he just looks at Lune 2.9 and Lune 2.9. Well, anyways. So, I feel itchy.
Maybe not. Anyways,
Yeah.
we circle back to
We
alleyway.
Alleyway.
Oh yeah.
A tattoo giving shadow in an alleyway.
Oh. No, I think I was transported to another world.
We all were. It's called Carcosa Online.
Oh, that's true.
Akihiko, like, puts his head into Melvin's, chest, and he just, like, holds his shoulders and just, like, starts banging into him.
Oh, you wanna go inside? I don't know I can.
Well, I don't know what all this is.
Can you show us exactly where this happened?
Do we need clothes or?
After we get out of the hot springs?
Can we relax first though? We just got here.
Yeah, I'm just like...
I mean, I know you're frustrated, Akihiko, but the scary shit's gonna be there still.
It's fine. I'm fine. I will be okay. Just Akihiko just plops down into the water, which he's already short, so I'm sure it just, like, goes over his nose.
We're all pretty short in this.
As he's just, like, eyes and ears just, like, wiggling, annoyed of the water line. And just, like, bubbles.
Yeah, I think I'm the tallest among us at, like, 5'2".
I think Lune is. How tall was Lune?
Oh wait, yeah, Lune is the tallest. All the rest of us are, like, under, like, 5'2" and below.
Yeah.
I forgot what Lune's height was.
Tall.
Yeah.
Paul just sits there staring daggers at Lune, and then just looks at Melvin. His eyes soften, but his mind you, his mouth is still underwater as he just bubbles are.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I mean, we just ate. It's like I'm not really in the mood for dessert at the moment.
I won't say anything. I just raise an eyebrow.
Akihiko's like ears turn red. He like just goes under the water.
And the dog is like swimming, like just making laps around all of you. Sometimes like little individual circles.
Akihiko does come back up and kind of looks around at everybody and is just like, huh, this is probably not normal. You all probably don't get naked in front of other people, do you?
And how'd you all get a dog?
We're awesome.
So, I'm pretty sure that someone put the headset on their dog
Yeah, I think that's what we think.
and put a headset on themselves, and then they...
Yeah.
Free dog.
Oh, that's
Dark.
good boy.
Yeah.
Melvin is a good person. Okay, well, I mean, hey, we're all here naked. We should just share vulnerable secrets, right? That's what everyone else does.
I'm vulnerable.
All right, Lune, you go
are-
first.
Many things.
Oh wait.
What's your secret, Lune?
Nothing comes to mind right now, actually. Then Lune just goes to the water, cannonballs, but lands on the wood butt first, and then he just splats.
Who are all of you outside of Carcosa Online?
I'm just a recent college grad, you know, working a dead-end job, trying to get a job in the industry that, you know, I just got my degree in and living with my partner.
I'm surprisingly a law student.
Really?
Yeah.
How's it working out?
First year? I'm a freshman.
So this time.
You'll have one hell of a lawsuit to roll with.
Yeah.
I just hope I don't get someone in a life sentence.
My mother would eat him alive.
Well, I'm a drama high school teacher. I teach drama, theater, all that fun stuff, sometimes history.
I'm the heir to a tech empire, so.
Oh my god, who are these people you're with?
I mean, I love Morgan and how rich and nasty she can be.
What tech empire?
It's a tech empire designed to distract the proletariat from their miserable lives. You've probably heard and seen that one show.
Which show?
Love on a budget.
Oh, Love on a Budget. I love that show.
Oh god, yeah, that one's horrible.
Ugh, Roger loves to watch that show.
Listen, the first 2 seasons, a little rough. But season 23? Oh, wow.
Yeah, we really hit our stride in like season 7.
I don't get it. Like, it doesn't. Like, is that what love is supposed to be?
Not at
actually,
all.
Like,
No.
looks at Melvan real hard.
No, you're there to judge them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just judge them and make yourself feel better.
Okay.
How much emotional value can a person apply to dry ramen? This is a question.
That was a really good documentary, though.
Yeah. I was a college student when that came out, so... So it was very much just like, this is my life.
Wow, that's very interesting. Oh, and I'm pretty sure everyone here knows, but my mom runs the PR firm for Nostradamus. So she's probably the one dealing with all the problems that have occurred since we've been in here. And she must have a major headache.
Well, is your mom, like, worried about you? Like, I feel like you'd get some kind of letter or something.
Oh, no. I like I said, she's probably hoping I die.
Oh, yeah. Forgot. Yesterday was a bit of
A lot.
Yeah.
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 But I mean, it's okay. Sometimes people wish you're dead.
Well, that's the school principal for me. I keep asking them, like, hey, we need more money, and they just stare at me. I actually don't know if they've ever spoken any words to me. It's always just this stare that's like, I want you to die, and then I want to die. And then I just leave the office, and I don't get the extra funding.
Welcome to public school. Something I never had to suffer through.
It's fun.
Yes, I definitely went to public schools.
Akihiko hears that, and it just gets this very strange look across his face, like he's thinking really hard, and he, because again, is very new to this whole idea of trying to comfort somebody, like, smacks into Melvin as he hugs him.
Oh, it's okay. Those of us who've suffered through public education, we've learned to bury it.
And he just, like, pats him very woodenly, because he doesn't know how to be warm.
How about you, Luna? Did you go to public school, or did you go to some fancy private school?
Not gonna lie, we paid, but it felt like a public school. Because of the way peeps are, maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just dumb.
Well, whoa. You made it to law school. Like, there are requirements, pretty strict requirements to get in, so...
That's true. I just submitted random shit and I suddenly got in.
Hey, here's the question that I have, Lune. Did you take a test, or did you submit a referral?
I think I submitted one.
Okay, we have our answer. Nepotism!
Hey! I do have a question. Does anyone else, like, outside of the game have, like, a lot of piercings or tattoos, and you're suddenly very confused now when you, like, look at your arms and you don't have them anymore?
No.
Okay.
I was never allowed anything like that, so no. But I am a bird, so I do have some
Yeah, I mean, I guess there is that.
strange feelings.
I'm a little shorter than I normally am, so it is kind of weird.
Wait, you're taller?
Oh yeah, I'm a bit taller. The same kind of frame as they're looking down at their very, like, sleek, skinny frame. But yeah, like, it's more or less it. But I first came into the game, I was just knocking into everything.
Yeah, I am not taller in real life.
Akiko's face is just like this weird look of like he's taller. He doesn't know what to do with that. information. And I think at this moment is when he's like, oh, I've never actually said this out loud to somebody. I'm gay.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
It's just actually, like, huh, I've never really said that out loud to anyone before.
Like, no one?
No, I don't have friends, so I just didn't really have anyone. I wasn't going to tell my mom. That would have been a weird conversation of me saying, like, oh, I'm gay. She's like, okay, great, go away.
Well, hey, look, all you had to do to make some friends was enter into a death game and survive countless times where you almost died.
True.
That just sounds like some weird, very weird punishment my mom would cook up.
Well, she kind of did.
A little bit.
just a little.
God damn it, Mom.
Does anyone have anyone on the outside who, like...
Likes them?
I guess so. Who cares? Like, I don't. I live by myself. I haven't really talked to my parents in a long time after I went to school for the theater.
Yeah, I mean, my parents and I, we get along, but we get along best when we're on separate coasts. We are the opposite personality types, so when we live under the same roof, we drive each other mad. So, yeah, you know, they're on the East Coast, I'm here on the West Coast. And, you know, our relationship is great. And I would hope my partner of 4 years likes me.
Oh, well, yeah, that makes sense. You said you were living with your partner. Yeah.
If I don't get out of here, it would probably just be an inconvenience
Oh.
to my parents because they didn't have any other kids. So if I don't come out, then like weird legal stuff, they don't have a direct heir to the company. So, like, yeah.
More money, more distance.
My parents probably forgot that I'm in a game, probably thinking I'm doing well in school.
Are your parents like you?
Oh, I'm adopted.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have similar, like, personalities, though?
Yeah, you know? They forgetful too.
This is a real nature versus nurture question.
I think similar traits. That's where I got my traits from. I also have a roommate.
Everyone's just...
Yes, makes sense.
Oh,
Just nod and smile.
is your roommate your friend? Like a friend from outside of school?
Yup, he's my friend. I think he's taking care of me. I hope. I'm not sure what's happening on the outside.
Hopefully you're in a hospital.
Yeah.
Don't leave yourself to your roommate.
I don't think he really had much of a choice about who he left himself to.
But don't like wish that your roommate was your primary care person.
Unless they're, like, a nurse or a doctor and they're really good at what they do.
Are they a nurse or a doctor that's really good at what they do?
Nope. They're my classmate.
Oh.
Law student.
Oh, yeah, you really should be in a hospital. I hope you are.
Yeah.
I'm at the end of the hall.
That's weird to think, right? I hope we're all in hospitals, but we're in a hot springs.
I would much rather be in a hot springs than a hospital.
Yeah.
Don't think about it. If you think about it, it will terrify you. You're fine.
7,000-yard stare.
Oh, here's one. And just like points at Morrigan. So your parents are not really your biggest fans. So you had to have done something to like rebel. What'd you do?
I bought this game.
Really goofed in the first rebellion.
Okay, go just This was your big rebellion?
I mean, like, look, there's only so far that I can go before it's like locked down. You can't leave the house.
How old are you?
25.
Jesus! They own you? Are you okay? Blink 3 times if you need us to get you.
I'm born and raised for a job, and that is what I'm here for. I get my little rebellions by sneaking out and like sounds really pathetic now, but like go listen outside karaoke bars because I don't have anybody to do that with, and it feels really sad to just go alone. And try and like walk around the city. I probably know more about the like slums of the city than my parents do, but I don't exactly have a salary, and I, you know, it's gonna sound cliche, but you know, the golden cage situation, I don't have the resources to leave, and even if I did, like, where would I go? Everywhere is like dirty and not great.
I mean, we get out of here and, you know, come over, hang out at my place, play board games. I don't know. We foster cats, so, you know, there's a lot of cats
I
around.
like cats.
There's our cat, and then we usually have kittens.
The Mopop's pretty cool. I go there every once in a while. I don't live too far from it. I got an apartment. I don't have any roommates, though. Oh god, I hope someone found me.
I'm going to assume that there's probably like some sort of reverse tracking that would tell them where you are.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're in an age of data mining and selling. There's definitely stuff in your console.
Oh, I'm pretty sure my mom talked about that one time. But that's for later.
Even if it's just your wingspan, they've got it.
Your arms must be very long. And again, that weird stare.
What's it like flying, though?
Yeah, that is a...
It's really great. I was super scared at first, but it's almost a little instinctual now. To the point where, well, I mean, I don't want to say for sure, but there's a real freedom to it that I've never really experienced. Like, I've never owned a car of my own. I always get chauffeured places. So having that control over where you're going in such a vast space is great. And I hope that the solution to this game isn't just to shut it off.
That's fair. It's terrifying and horrible as things have been in this game. There are things. I mean, you literally get to do like magic, fight, and
Walk.
Yes,
Yeah.
I can float.
We're in water, Lune. We all float.
That's true.
We all float down here.
Thank you, Ray.
what is it like having a double?
Wait, hold on. I am deathly curious now. You're made of light, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have
Do I?
genitals made of light?
Let me check.
I totally thought you were gonna be like, do you fuck?
That's essentially what he's asking.
Do
Do you fuck?
I thought that the pause was like, how do I say this without saying that?
no bitches?
Well, it's just smooth. That's all I can say. There's nothing there.
So you're as anatomically impaired as a Ken doll.
Wait, I'm thinking.
That's
Oh!
rough, buddy.
If I think of something, it will turn into that thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
there-
can
there are
actually
other
you can change your
possibilities.
with the luminous. They can change their gender.
Oh, so I can think of a penis or a vagina anytime, and I'll get it. Oh my god.
Don't think about it right now.
Yeah, please don't think about it right now. In the hot tub with
No,
us.
I'm kind of curious to like watch the switch happen.
Then
We gotta get
Lune just thinks
consent.
of breast and then breast to feet.
They appear on like Lune 2.9.
Yeah. Misfire.
Ooh, here's a question. What feels better in the game than it does in real life?
Taste. I can taste way better here. And it kind of makes me wonder if I have something really wrong with my sense of taste. Or did they just amp it up to 11 in here?
Yeah, no, I do have to piggyback on that. 'Cause, like, some of the food I had when we first, like, arrived was, like, really good. And I'm just
really
like, am I
good,
just
yeah.
eating bad food? Or, you know, not well-cooked food? Or what? You know...
Yeah,
I can glow in the dark.
that's fair.
Yeah.
It is better.
That's pretty much it, though.
I do find it hilarious. The one thing that's better out of the game is my eyesight.
He chose the character with glasses.
Yeah, I did. I just thought the glasses would be, you know, fun, and they looked cool with, you know, the outfit I chose, and then I didn't realize they were mechanical.
Honestly, the hearing has been really weird. I keep hearing sounds long before I see where they're coming from, and also my sense of smell. I don't know what it is about fancies, but they really like food. And I can always smell bad food a mile away.
Better or worse?
It's a give or take. Oh, remember when we saw all those dead people? When we were trying to get the teeth?
Yeah.
I smelled them, and I was like, what is this smell? I've never really smelled this before, and now I know. It's dead people.
What? You were all collecting teeth? What?
Oh,
Yeah.
so...
Melvin, do you want to know?
Kind of. I don't know. I'm in this weird-ass world. Like, what? You found some teeth. What happened?
Akihiko will regale him with the tale of them, the lovely chompers, and...
The mayor, the teeth.
The mayor leapt into the air and just like,
Yup.
the teeth?
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Wow. I always thought the mayor was like super old. I didn't think they could jump that high.
The mayor's not super old, the mayor's super dead.
They're super creepy.
They're dead? What?
Yeah, like a zombie dead, but like a really spry zombie.
They're not Night of the Living Dead. They're much more 28 days later.
After seeing the merchant, the historian, the postmaster, I'm not super surprised.
We're in a town run by cryptids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder if Seattle's kind of the same though.
Now I want to meet him.
Is this supposed to be symbolic?
I mean, we do have a troll under a bridge in Seattle.
Has anyone seen it?
Oh, I've been to it. I would show you photos, but, you know, we're in a game.
There.
There's a giant, like, stone troll under one of the bridges. Like,
Just-
Fable and I went on a
just-
date there.
Oh.
Send Fable a letter to like upload the pictures to the game to send to Melvan.
Oh, that's fun.
I'll see if it works.
Oh my god, could we get pictures here? That'd be so cool.
It would be cool.
If we could send pictures of the things we're seeing, we would traumatize everyone else. in
Yes.
real life. Okay, never mind. Well, we're
Dancing with skeletons.
you're skelly boys.
We could, send other pictures, like, like, hey, look at some food. Or what other things people take pictures of.
How do you take Maybe we gotta go get a camera.
Do you want to go find a camera?
I'm getting pruny anyway, so.
Yeah, I guess we should get going.
Lune, you're made out of light. Do you get all weird in the water?
The water? I tend to just not touch it at all. It just hovers around my skin. But I'm still floating on water, just the same on land.
Oh, that's weird.
You just can't ever get dirty.
Yeah, I'm always clean.
Is it like you push it away, so right now where you're standing is like it's a hole in the water?
Yep.
Is that a metaphor? Are you pushing everything away so it can't get too close to you?
Oh,
I don't think he's smart enough to actually do that.
he has a point.
You never know. Some things are subconscious.
That's true, that's true.
Alright, you know what? I gotta get out of this. This heat's making me think weird things.
True.
You keep thinking weird things. And he like Akiko puts himself behind Melvin pushing.
Lune just doggy paddles towards you guys.
So as you'll get out of the bathhouse, you can dry up. Your gear's actually been cleaned, so it's all fresh. It's nice. Your clothes are nice. As you're stepping out. Okay. Are we gonna talk about the vision thing?
Yeah. Lune, where was the shadow alley?
Okay, follow me. Oh, wait. Clothes.
Yes, please.
Yes.
I could just take away my genitals.
Lune, put on your clothes and then show us where the shadow alley is.
It's literally a button, buddy.
Yeah.
Just bring down the menu and hit the button.
Okay, scroll. Okay, I have clothes. Just forgets the t-shirt and then goes straight to the alley.
You all are heading off into the town, and people are in a lot better spirits. Yesterday was a weird time. Like a portion of people were stoked and celebrating. The first floor is cleared. A lot of people are just feeling rough. You're going through, and now people are in better spirits because they're reaching out to family, and some people are even saying, "Oh, I got a letter back," and like that kind of stuff. And as they're heading out, and you're going through these like crowds of people, because there's still a fair amount that are in this city. They're still sitting at about 9,940. So there's a fair amount still here. You've lost a lot of people, but hey, that happens in online games. you're weaving through the city itself, and you come to this one alley that's not too far away from the center of town. And Lune leads you into the alley. It doesn't look very different. There's nothing that stands out. There are, the sides of two buildings. There are some bins for garbage, that kind of stuff. It's, shadowed off, but nothing's really standing out here.
Akihiko instinctively takes a step back because the last time he was in an alley, a weird monster with his father's voice came running at him.
Fair.
Yeah, that's fair. So is Lune pointing to where they saw the thing?
It was right around here, somewhere on this wall. And then it started kicking in the world with a lot of shiny white stuff.
Okay. So I would like to pursue a lead in this alleyway.
Mm-hmm.
Spend a minute sort of examining details, trying to find a clue.
Right. Okay.
Akihiko just turns on Detect Magic, so his ears just begin vibrating with arcane energy as he's trying to just attune to them. His tail just starts, metronoming back and forth.
Do you have to roll anything for that, Nisla?
Not for the initial, I just have to spend the minute.
Okay.
But anytime I attempt a perception or skill check related to that subject, I do gain a +1 circumstance bonus after I designated it as one of my, leads.
You're spending the minute looking around, and Akihiko, you're also casting this Detect Magic spell. You're getting very, very faint traces. There's not much here. It could have been a spell was cast, or something happened, or someone walked through with a lot of magic items, or anything like that. It's just been a while since it happened. So you're not getting a whole lot. But while you're here, Nisla, you want to make me a perception check as you're looking at the wall, you're looking at the different areas.
14 on the die and 9 perception, so that is a 23.
So you are looking at this wall that Lune's pointing at. You are, you're feeling at the bricks and everything, nothing's moving. You can't push anything in, any secret thing like that. But you are noticing spots where muck or grime has been worn off just a bit in certain areas, and you're tracing it out as you're going along. As you finally finish tracing it out, it is the same symbol that's on Lune's chest you've traced onto the wall, and it's fairly large.
I mean, do I recognize what it is other than it's the same thing that's on Lune's chest?
You've seen this a few places. When you were falling towards Carcosa on the first day, you recognize it's kind of like the layout of the city itself. You've seen it on the floor of the guild hall when you're walking into the main lobby area. And when you defeated the Chimera and you defeated the Wendigo, it appeared on the ground as well, the area where you can kind of challenge the boss again.
This symbol definitely seems to be very important. It's the thing we saw when we were first falling into the city. It's what's in the guild hall. And it's the same symbol that appears, on the ground to challenge a boss again.
And when you receive this Lune, I believe it was called the King's Sigil when you got it. So when you look under your character's abilities, it's there, but when you select it, nothing happens.
Weird ass power up. Well, it's not like I'm gonna become a boss, right?
Akihiko will just write down the symbol, say, maybe we show this to the mayor or to the priest.
It's probably a good idea. We can get some sort of information from that.
I've never met the mayor.
I maybe wouldn't start with the mayor. I would not start with the mayor.
Yeah, Lune's never been there. You've seen the mayor multiple times, and every time Lune's been gone.
Lucky.
Now I want to see.
Yeah, Morgan is very distressed at the idea of going to see the mayor, because we haven't seen the mayor since, spying on him.
Mm-hmm.
And still unsure exactly how much of what we saw was real.
Mm-hmm.
Then should we split up?
Sounds like a Scooby-Doo episode. Hey gang, let's split up.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, who's going with who?
I can go with to the mayor.
I can go talk to Bernard. I need to talk to Smiley about stuff anyways, so...
I'll go with Lune to the mayor then.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Nisla.
All right. Melvan.
I mean, I'll go with you. So, to the bear. I never met them before.
We'll take Dan.
Yeah, good luck.
Hey there, travelers. It's your GM Lucas, just running a little late on this episode, but we still made it for May. That's right. Anyways, I just wanted to keep this one a little short and sweet. We got a couple things here to talk about. Firstly, we got a few cool stats that are coming in that I actually haven't seen before. So it shows us, for instance, in the last week on Spotify alone, we had 154 hours consumed of people listening to our show. And apparently we also just crossed over 500 people following us on there. So if you use Spotify, if you like this stuff, be sure to follow us on there. Leave them sweet 5 stars as it helps us grow. We did get 2 messages on our last episode. Let's go check them out, shall we? First one from Tensdon. Jack laughing at a character is so damn cute. I think everyone can agree with that. What an adorable laugh that guy has. And the second one from Katie. Yay, Fathimo/Nor is back. Also, great sound design for Truth at the End. Very chilling and immersive. Thank you. I had a flash at the moment to just sort of mess around with Truth's voice as it was coming in from different angles and distort it, and I feel like it worked out pretty well. If you feel like having a message sent to us, be sure to go ahead. You can check it out. You can message us on each episode on Spotify. On our Patreon, you can message us on there for any time we're doing like the update post. Feel free to slap a message on there if you'd like. It's free for you to follow and message along. And if you'd like to chat with us, we are over on Discord. Ballad of 7 Dice has a Discord. You can check out our show notes. Typically, we have a link there. If it's not working for you for any reason, be sure to let me know. All right, dear travelers, I am rushing between 2 meetings. So let me see here if I have anything else. The radio beckons.
Welcome to Nameless Monsters, an actual play podcast currently running Monster of the Week by Michael Sands. Think things are strange in your neck of the woods? Try Triple Springs on Versailles.
Max is going to take a second. She's been schlepping this person-sized duffel bag. And she's going to put it down, undo the combination lock, and she pulls out a belt of grenades.
Mags, you're the government person, so I don't want to, tell you how to do your job.
Join Brad, Mags, and Morris as they try to navigate the weirdness facing them at every turn.
Oh no, starting out strong with a 6.
Oh no!
I've got 2 charm and everything.
Brad is so charming.
She shoots you.
Oh shit!
Nameless Monsters. Catch us every other Wednesday on your favorite platform. And happy hunting.
Okay, so just went through our notes. Looks like we are mostly up to date. So we'll be posting another update on how things are going behind the scenes. I've been working on a little Escaping Carcosa postcard? They're called postcards. You think I'd know this with the whole post office. But yeah, so we're working on a little one for that and a few other designs for merch, which will be a lot of fun. You can go ahead and check out our merch, which is all over on Redbubble. All sorts of sweet deals on there all the time, so make sure to keep an eye out. As well as if you're ever interested in jumping in a game where I'm the GM, head on over to Start Playing. I have a few open slots, I think. I only have 1 left on Monday, but I have games all the time popping up. Right now we're doing Descent into Avernus. But yeah, we check out all sorts of games. And if you love yourself some good body horror and you like our stories, then hop on in, why not? Anyways, I gotta get heading out. It was lovely chatting with you, dear travelers. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. There's a lot of fires going on lately, so be careful. Until next time, dear travelers, I bid you all adieu. We head towards the guild hall with these three. And Dan Noodles trots along after Nisla and Morgan. So we'll start off with the guild hall. You walk towards here, and remember, it's this small little island in the middle of this pond. You're walking over the bridge into this circular building, and the doors open up. There are some people, not a ton, but there are some. You do see the familiar faces. There's Dave the dwarf, who is behind the reception desk. You do see ST3v3 just like dancing near this leaderboard, and you see that there is another figure who's at this area and just says, "Bank!"
And Akihiko just like looks and just like, bank now? We can save money? Questions for later. And we'll like take both Lune and Melvan to go see the mayor.
You go past Dave. Dave's just where, hi, as you're marching on past. They're used to you coming in here already. You walk to where the mayor is. You knock on the door a few times, and no answer. You knock again. You hear some shuffling. Come in.
He sounds nice.
Mm-hmm. Opens the door, leads them in, kind of like ushers them into the room.
You open the door, it slowly swings open. It's so heavy. It's like you're trying to like sort of force it open. Just right on the other side of the door, like the door just barely skims by their nose, is the mayor. Right there, smiling wide.
That's a mayor?
Their few teeth are there, glinting in the beautiful morning light. They are yellowed. Some of them are going the way of rot. You see their hair is stringy and greasy and thinning on top of their head. These sunken eyes staring back at you with yellowed irises. Their frame is very thin. They look quite old as they have these draping robes over them. Is there anything I can help you with?
Oh, fuck, that's a demon.
Akihiko takes that in. Says, yep. And looks at Melvan to see what he looks like.
Melvan has taken a step back. Staring.
And Akihiko just like, shoulders have been set, tail is stiff, and just like, I refuse to back down from this creature. And he pulls out his notebook with the sigil on it, and he points at it. Looks at the mayor. Can you tell me what this is?
Lune just starts stripping. No, to show the tattoo.
Oh!
The mayor's eyes drift towards the piece of paper. They drift towards Lune. They drift towards you, Akihiko. Have you seen it? Have you seen the yellow sign?
It's inside me.
Have you seen the city across Yatil's lake as it calls out to you on the moonless night? Do you hear the king's call as they ask you to kneel?
Kneel? I think, yeah.
Akihiko's tail just begins, like, wagging at, like, oh, there's mystery and adventure here.
And the light starts to dim in the room and in the hallway.
Oh, fuck. It's a demon.
The king calls to all who travel. The lands of Carcosa grow and consume. All you wish for, all is here. All is under his reign. Have you seen it, Derek? Have you seen the yellow sign? Lune, you hear Akihiko when he says Derek.
Above board, or above the table. Do I know what he is referencing?
No. Actually, you have a little bit of occultism. You were into it, like reading it outside the world, so I'll let you roll a lore check.
Oh boy, that's +8 for me. Oh, 23.
Your mind is racing. You're thinking about books, the things you've read, random websites that you've gone to in the middle of the night as you're more and more curious about all this stuff. You don't know why. The occult has just called to you. It's always been so strange, but it was something easy for you to learn about. It came just naturally. You just sort of fell into the whole weirdness of it all, and it was fun, right? A make-believe kind of thing, but still fun to look into. And you're thinking about it, and the yellow sign, it's a story. There's something you read, there's a message board, someone, and then you remember a play that was happening downtown Seattle. You really wanted to go, you weren't allowed. You tried to convince Roger to go, but you weren't able to. You just remember the title of the play was The King in Yellow.
And all of that being said, he looks at the mayor. I haven't. But if I wanted to, where would I go?
Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, thank you. Mayor, that was enlightening. And holds on the thought of the King in Yellow and looks at Lune and looks at Melvan and just says, I think I need to go to the library.
Oh, God.
Well, things are gonna happen now. Then Lune just starts picking up his pants and shirt from the floor.
Why'd you drop your pants?
Because Lune.
I was scared, okay? He looked like...
Listen.
That's your... Okay.
And he, takes both of their arms, and, his face is absolutely determined to figure out who the King in Yellow is and to find the sign. And it seems like Lune may have found it.
True. And then while you're holding on to Lune, Lune's like, wait, let me wear my pants.
Button.
That's the mayor? And we go over to the other two who are marching towards the church. So you two are heading through the crowds of people. People are in better moods, like I was speaking of before. And you see, some are sitting outside, some are talking like, oh, I haven't really checked out the second floor. And it's kind of cold. I took a little look, and it looks like a lot of snow as you're going past people. And you make it to the Church of the Shining God. This just towering church. It really stands out in this whole neighborhood of mismatched buildings and houses. And it has this giant sunburst with a set of smiling teeth on it on a stained glass window. And you pull open these large double doors, and you see there's one person, they're looking kind of wounded, and you watch as this light goes over them, and Bernard Busybody heals them.
All right, there you go now. Go fight or whatever it is you do. I'm not sure.
The person just runs right off. They run right past you. You do also see there's a little help desk that Smiley's at. You see that there are adventurers who are going up to it, and they're talking to Smiley, and you see Smiley is giving them gold as they're looking really thankful and walking away.
I'll look over at Morgan and just be like, well, let's see what Bernard knows about this. And Bernard, we have a question about something. Hopefully you'll be able to help us with it.
Ooh, I always love some good trivia. Let's see what you've got going on.
Can I just say Bernard is delightful?
Yes.
You know things about religious stuff.
Yes.
Does this symbol mean anything to you? I was trying to figure out, but I couldn't, and then I'll show my drawing of the symbol.
Ooh, that's not a good one. I'll tell you now. Be careful of this one. It's a dangerous symbol for a dangerous being. Someone who wishes to rule. Someone who wishes to consume.
Oh, consume what?
Realms, I suppose. Worlds, countries, cities, towns. Pretty much any kind of jurisdiction.
Say theoretically, we had a friend who had this tattoo on their chest.
Oh, okay.
Are they cursed?
I wouldn't say cursed. It sounds like they might have been...
If you say naughty, I'm gonna lose it.
No, there's... I've been to some different worlds before, and there was some with this symbol on their left hand. They were referred to as chosen. These chosen were given all sorts of powers from this patron beyond the stars, and this patron, it desired the world that they fought for. There are others who have this, that they follow this being. I myself am not particularly fond of this entity, but I suppose some find it easier. Though they are a greedy one, in my opinion, they do follow through on their word.
So, the people who have this tattoo affect when or how this entity consumes?
It's always never a tattoo, unfortunately. It's usually a parasite. But how it works is it's usually like a symbol that this is coming or this is on the way. When people see this symbol, things tend to get a bit weird.
They were already weird.
Yep.
Oh, it's not that weird here. You got a few silly skeletons and some monsters prowling out and about, but it's not too weird.
No, I think this does count as a little weird, and it'll describe like what happened at the hot springs.
Oh, you were given a bit of a vision. It sounds like this is a... Sounds like they may be trying to lead you a certain direction. What can I say that won't get you into a bit of doo-doo? You see, the more people learn about these things, the more they're intrinsically tied to them, the more they can't get away. And the more you're tied towards it, the more it begins to shift and shape your life, and the obsession will grow. Now I can tell you exactly what this symbol is. I can show you the pictures of the creature, this being, the shapes it takes, even its harbinger that speaks of its coming. But the more I show of you, I worry what it will do to your precious, delicate brains.
That's fair. You said this was a parasite.
The symbol.
Can it be removed?
Yes.
How?
A lot of big magic you have to use. Or you could even speak to the being themselves and have it removed. I've heard some people do that before.
Is that likely?
I mean, it's happened.
Why do you know so much and seem unaffected?
Oh, I've been all around. I've gone places. The Shining God protects me. I've died countless times, as I've told you before, but I always come back, good old Bernard. I remember there was one time I was at the Chicago's and I was in a large building and this creature was ripping me in half as I was spewing these flames from my mouth, and as I felt my intestines fall onto the floor, I remember thinking to myself, oh Bernard, how do you get yourself in these sticky situations? There's another time I was stuck on the moon. That wasn't fun.
It sounds more fun than being ripped in half, but...
Well, I had to jump off the moon to get out of there, and kind of hurt landing that one.
The moon landing?
Didn't nail it, if you hear me.
Oh my god, Bernard faked the moon.
This is a moon landing joke, yes.
No parkour over here. But I have a connection with the Shining God and the beautiful, benevolent light. It protects me like a warm blanket. I've been teaching Smiley more about the Shining God, and other people have been curious, of course. And even there was a shining person who stopped by Lune. They came by my bedchambers in the middle of the night, waking me up and speaking of resurrections and such.
That sounds like him.
Yeah.
So, what would your recommendation be for someone who is not protected by the Shining God to remove this parasite?
Well, there's a few things you could do. Get stronger, of course, to try to defend your mind with might and magic. You could try to find someone who's already that strong to assist you. Or you could have the person who has the parasite speak to the being themselves.
We're not doing that last option.
Yeah, Morgan's gonna turn to Nissa and say, we can't let Lune talk to that guy. I vote we bring him back here and have it legend out of him by our friend here.
And you see Den Den Noodles steps forward and just starts barking a bunch. And Bernard's nodding.
Yes, of course. Right. Oh, really? Well, that's difficult. Okay, of course. I'll be right back. Just a moment.
And they leave for a moment. So you're all just kind of standing there in the church. The dog's just sitting there looking at you, tail wagging.
Lots of pets.
Yes. Very good boy.
Very good boy.
All right, I think I have it here. Now this is a decision you have to make for yourselves. Of course. And Dan Noodles has a good point, but
Usually does.
it should be left in your hands to make the decision. This book will give you some information that could help you, but understand when you read the contents of this book, there's no going back. So enjoy.
Okay. What is the book?
It is just like a leather book. It has no cover, like no title on it. There's nothing along the spine. When you like hit the little sign for like the book to pop up with information, it just says a book of esoteric knowledge.
Okay.
As you're looking at this book and looking at one another, we have Akihiko quickly pulling Lune and Melvan out of the guild hall. Suddenly, something flashes in front of all of you. These words just burning into the air. Sub-boss of Floor 2 defeated.
Hey!
It shows the guild that did it, the Death Brigade.
Escaping Carcosa is brought to you by the Ballad of the Seven Dice Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram by searching Ballad of the Seven Dice. Supporting our Patreon helps us pay for the show, such as hosting, equipment, and additional content for you to enjoy. Our Patreon is pay what you want and contains behind-the-scenes updates, audio dramas, one-shots, and more. You can also head over to iTunes and Spotify and leave us a 5-star review. Every review helps us fight against the horrors of the algorithm. Until next time, dear travelers, keep an eye out for the yellow sign.